Hi there, and welcome to part 1 of my full collectibles walkthrough for Celeste, starting with Chapter 1, Forsaken City. In this video, we'll be finding all non-mandatory collectibles, including all red berries, the B-side cassette, and the secret heart. I will assume you have already beaten the game and have a good understanding of the movement options available to you. That said, I will not be using any advanced tech to collect anything, so that this guide remains beginner friendly. As this is only focused on collectibles, I'll be speeding through the rest of the chapter where there is nothing to call out. If you are interested in a full walkthrough, please let me know in the comments down below. There are timestamps to help you find any specific collectible you might be missing, and I'll be using the order of the berries as shown in the pause menu. Down at the bottom there, you can see the little grey bars. So hopefully that will make it easy to navigate around if you're just missing one or two things. So with that, let's get started. And we're not going to be collecting the golden berry in this video. First red berry is on the second screen. You just need to dash off of the spring to collect it. Make sure you do collect it as well as just picking it up. Obviously, otherwise you have to collect it again if you die while holding the berry. On this screen, third screen, we can find berry number 2. So if we just pop down here and dash up, you can get berry number 2. Nothing to collect on this screen. So this screen has our first winged berry, berry number 3. So in order to collect it, if you dash on this screen, the berry will fly away. So what you must do is navigate around this without dashing. That's one way to do it. Or if you feel a bit more comfortable with the slightly more advanced controls in the game, you can actually just wall bounce up like that and collect it like that. But don't worry too much if that is something that you're not too familiar with, because you can take this route as intended. So this screen has a few options. We're going to follow the berry route and go for berry number 4, which is to the left. So for this screen, you just need to come up the middle like this, climb on this wall, dash up, land on this spring, and then be careful when you come down this little channel here. You can grab onto the walls to slow yourself, and then you'll want to dash at the end to collect that berry safely. So back on this screen, if we use the block to give us momentum, we can jump up here and then we can dash up to collect the berry like that, which is berry number 5. There's a couple of different ways to get that, so if you're a bit nervous about using the momentum, you can actually dash onto this block and then you can jump off of it like that. So that's berry number 5. Berry number 6, which is the last berry in this checkpoint, is actually a hidden berry. It's down in the bottom right here, so we just need to break that wall by dashing into it and then navigate through this room. So just drop down here, grab onto that wall, grab onto that block, jump up and grab yourself berry number 6. Come back through that platform to come back to this screen. And that is everything in the first checkpoint. So checkpoint number 2, the first screen has a few options. So we firstly want to go to the left, use this dash refill crystal and come up the top path. Be careful of this spring or it will kill you, unless you're really quick and you can dash after hitting it. You want to use the spring to come up that platform there, and then you can grab the berry safely. Of course, if you come down here, you can say hello to our boy Theo, but we will not be chatting to him in this video. Now, use that dash crystal to come back to this screen. Dash over, collect the crystal, and come through. And then berry number 8 is actually sequestered away in this little cubby hole, so you can break it open just by dashing into it. Nothing to call out on this screen. On this screen, we just need to be careful because the correct route is to go up to the right, but actually the first thing we want to do, use this block and the momentum it gives us to dash up through this secret route in the middle here, which is quite tricky to get. The arrow is helpfully showing you the way to go. Then use this spring to come up, move that block out of the way, fall down here. Then we just want to move this block out of the way, grab this wall, and then you can just come out and dash your way to victory. Then this screen is, you can tell it's an important screen because the music has stopped. So firstly we get a berry, berry number 9, which you can see down the bottom. But also this actually has a puzzle So if you want to try and solve the puzzle yourself, skip ahead to the next timestamp. Otherwise, this is the puzzle to collect the secret heart. So the way this puzzle works, you can see these birds on the left here are actually dashing in specific directions, and so each color represents a dash effectively, and then there's a code being pumped out by that TV monitor up the top. So the code is white, purple, blue, red, purple, yellow, and that actually translates, if you watch the birds and the way that they're dashing, that translates dashing up, left, down right, up right, and then up left. I got that wrong. Up, left, down right, up right. Left again, and then up left. Sorry, I missed the purple. And then we find ourselves a secret heart, dash into it to collect it. Pointless machines. So then we just come back the way we came. Careful with these platforms. And then we are back onto this screen, and then back into the normal route. Now from here, berry number 10 and berry number 11 are up to our left. So if we go top left here, break this block. So first, this there's a berry here which we can get by dashing through, waiting for the dash crystals to come back, and then use them to get back to safety. However, this is quite a little secret berry up the top. So you might have missed this in your casual playthrough, or you might have seen, wow, what's this platform for? Well, actually, you can see there's this block up here, which is not easy to tell, but you can actually break that. So if we dash up this screen like that was a bit haphazard, but you get it. And then this gives us access to berry number 11. And what we need to do here is drop down and then dash through that crystal like that. So just need a bit of timing, and we can collect berry number 11. And that brings us to this screen, which is the rest of which is back on the regular intended path. You can see there are two little holes over on the right hand side that go up and down, so we will be going through both of those. So first is move that block to the bottom of the screen by grabbing it, and then you can do a little cheeky maneuver where you jump off and dash over to the right, grab that wall, and then you'll be down in this little cubby hole. Then there's a berry over to this side of the screen. You just need to be careful and jump over each block like that. You can dash if you're a bit worried about the timing of those jumps, but however you feel fit. And that is berry number 11. Berry number 12, sorry. And then if we come up this top side of the screen, just be careful with this block, because if you jump too soon, you'll be yeeted into those spikes. So you need to wait for that block to stop moving, jump over without using your dash, and then that means you can dash through to the berry like that. For berry number 13. You can see on the bottom, berry number 13. On this screen, you can see the berry at the top. It's a bit tricky to get. You need to use the momentum of these blocks. But if you're not quite reaching it, you can also use the momentum and then dash up at the end. But just make sure you don't dash into the spikes like that, or you will die. So you want to dash up or collect it straight away like that. And then make sure, again, you need to collect it safely. Otherwise, you'll just have to pick it up again if you die while you're holding it. This screen is tricky, so you want to activate this block, jump onto this wall, drop down, dash over to the back of that block, jump over to the berry, and then you need to jump very quickly back to the block. So let's try that again. There you go. Be very quick, and you can get up here safely to collect berry number 15. And that is the last berry of the checkpoint. So this is checkpoint number 3. And there's a couple of things to do on this screen. So the first thing we're going to do is move this block out of the way, dash over it, and that will give us access to this top route up here. First, ignore that block for now. Come this way. Careful about this spring. So if you just jump and dash, you'll be pretty set up to land on that spring. And then you can come through the bottom of these spikes perfectly safely. If you land on the spikes, they will kill you. So what you need to do is come through the spikes and then dash up through this platform, drop down to this platform, and then you can make your way to this screen. For this screen, just jump onto this wall, grab onto this wall, and then drop down and dash straight back up, and you can grab back onto the wall. If you find yourself accidentally, like here, you can actually jump off the wall and jump back and be on the more outer edge. And of course, if you're happy with either wall bounces like this or neutral jumps, then you can make your way to that berry reasonably comfortably. So we'll just make our way back to where we were, and then jump up this block, use this momentum to come up here. That was berry number 16, by the way. So this screen, we've got two things we need to do. First, we need to move this block out of the way, and that gives us access to this little shiny root behind it. So you can see that root is actually quite glowing, which is nice. And this is the cassette room. So the cassette rooms have funky music and these blocks that alternate in and out of existence. So you can see if you try and jump on the block when it's not there, so you will die. So what you need to do is carefully time your jumps so that they land on these blocks. The blocks move with the music, so it's quite nice. So with this, you just need to be careful to time your jump onto this moving block so that that blue block isn't in the way. So it's a bit tricky. Take your time on that screen and you'll figure it out. And then you don't need to make your way back. It does it for you, which is quite nice. So grab the block from behind to get it to move out of the way, and then use it again to give you the momentum to jump over to collect berry 17. And then we come back down here. Right, so two more things to do on this screen. So first we use this block to get the momentum over to this side of the screen. And then we want to collect this berry next to us. So two things, you can either just walk off the edge and then dash up. It's actually quite hard to do it like that. So if you just walk off, oh, no. So walk off and then dash up. Or, which I prefer to do, is to actually jump out and then dash up. I think it just gives you a bit more space. As you can see, I was struggling to get that walk off. So if you jump out and then dash up like that, you'll collect berry number 18. Berry number 19 is on the screen to our right and actually is another winged berry. So we need to use that momentum from that block to come over here without using a dash, remember? Otherwise the berry will fly away. And then we can just jump back down onto that block and dash up for victory. So that's berry number 19 and we're very nearly done. So nothing to call out on this screen. Nothing to call out on this screen. Right, and then on this screen we have the 20th and final berry of the room, of the level. So what you want to do, two ways to do this. So you can either jump out here, dash up over to here, jump over and climb up and land on this platform, or slightly easier I find, if you just jump out and then dash straight up, you can actually reach the wall there like that. Then from this platform, jump over to this block, jump over to this block to get it out of the way. And then what you may not have noticed on your casual playthrough, there's actually a secret passage in the top left, which gives us access to this final screen where we use these dash refills to go around in a big circle. You have to go top to bottom, fall through the crystal and dash your way to victory like that. And so that is all 20 berries, the cassette and the secret heart in the chapter. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.